Our last group of problems in this set is going to be simplifying and using the distributive property, which this textbook calls the distributive law. Distributive law, distributive property, same thing. We have 8n plus 3 times the quantity 5n plus 2 plus 1. So after the problems that we just did, it's not unusual for us to now see that we have to do this multiplication here. So we have to do this multiplication first before we can start adding and subtracting from left to right. So we have 8n, and then I'm going to have to distribute this positive 3 to the 5n and the positive 3 to the 2. So the distributive property, if I have a value on the outside of the parentheses, that value gets multiplied to both terms on the inside. So if I have A times the quantity B plus C, that's the same thing as A times B plus A times C. And if I have a value on the outside with a minus inside, I'm going to distribute and get A times B minus A times C. And then if I have a negative A on the outside, I'm going to distribute that negative A, and I get negative AB minus AC. And if I have a negative on the outside with a B minus C, I distribute that negative A and get negative AB plus AC. And that's what we have right here. Positive 3 times 5n is positive 15n. Positive 3 times positive 2 is positive 6. And then at the end, we have plus 1. So this product, these two factors, 3 and 5n plus 2, using the distributive law become plus 15 plus 6. Now we're going to look for like terms. We have 8n plus 15n plus 6 plus 1. Well, 8n and 15n are like terms, so we can combine those. And 6 and 1 are like terms, so we can combine those. 8n plus 15n is 23n, and 6 plus 1 is 7. So we have 23n plus 7. Let's try another. 6x squared minus x plus 4 times the quantity, 7x squared plus 3x. We're going to take this positive 4 times the quantity, and we're going to multiply that positive 4 through. So we'll have 6x squared minus x, and then positive 4 times 7x squared is positive 28x squared. And positive 4 times 3x is positive 12x. Now I'm going to look for like terms. Like terms are the same exact variable with the same exact exponent. So 6x squared and 28x squared are like terms. Negative x and positive 12x are like terms. So 6x squared plus 28x squared are like terms, minus 1x. I'm going to put that 1 there so that you can see that. So minus x is the same thing as minus 1x. 6x squared plus 28x squared is 34x squared. And negative 1x plus 12x is 11x. Those two terms do not combine anymore because they're not like terms. So we keep them separate, and that's our answer. Okay, let's try another. 4m minus 9n plus 3 times the quantity, 2m minus n. We're going to need to once again distribute that positive 3 And if you want to pause here, seeing that this is very similar to the other problems, you can press pause and try it and then check your answer. We've got 4m minus 9n plus 3 times 2m is 6m, and 3 times negative n is negative 3n. My like terms are 4m plus 6m and negative 9n and negative 3n. When I add 4m plus 6m, I get 10m, and when I add negative 9n and negative 3n, I get negative 12n. Now, m's and n's are not like terms, so I keep those separate and I box my answer. This next example says the opposite of all of 3x plus 5. The opposite of all of 3x plus 5. So the opposite of not just 3x, but all of 3x plus 5. So I'm going to take the opposite of 3x, which would be negative 3x, and the opposite of positive 5 is negative 5. That's also called distributing the negative. So I'm going to write that down. Distributing the negative. Okay, let's try that on this next one. And again, I encourage you to press pause and try this problem and see if you can distribute the negative and get the same answer I get. When I distribute this negative, I'm going to distribute it to each of the terms. 5n is going to become negative 5n. Negative m becomes positive m. And negative 2p or minus 2p becomes plus 2p. Now there's no like terms, so we're just going to box our answer and it's going to stay those 3 terms, but all of the signs have changed. Here we have 2a minus all of 5a minus 9. So I'm going to distribute this negative. I'm going to subtract not just 5a, I'm subtracting the 5a and I'm subtracting negative 9. So I'm subtracting 5a and I'm subtracting negative 9. So when I do that, I get 2a. 5a becomes negative 5a, and negative 9 becomes positive 9. So every term changes its sign. And now 2a minus 5a are like terms. 2a minus 5a is negative 3a plus 9. And negative 3a plus 9 are not like terms, so that's how we know that we've simplified our expression. Okay, you try these examples and see if you got enough practice, enough examples above that you can work these two out on your own. And when you're ready to come back, press play. Okay, welcome back. I'm going to distribute my negative first. So I have 2a plus 5a. And then I distribute my negative to become negative 6a minus 8. And I have 3 of these 4 terms are like terms. So 2a plus 5a is 7a. 7a minus 6a is 1a. And 1a can be written just as a minus 8. The next example, we have 4a minus b minus 4 times the quantity 5a minus 7b plus 8c. So I'm going to distribute this negative 4, so that negative goes along with it. So if you didn't do that, press pause, work it back out again and see if you get the same answer I'm going to get. 4a minus b, and then negative 4 times 5a is negative 20a. negative 4 times negative 7b is positive 28b, and negative 4 times positive 8c is negative 32c. My like terms, I like to use a highlighter, are going to be all of the a's. The b's will be like terms, and then that c is all by itself. So that c variable term is all by itself. 4a minus 20a is negative 16a. Negative b plus 28b is the same thing as negative 1b plus 28b, which is positive 27b. And then we have negative 32c all by itself. So our answer is negative 16a plus 27b minus 32c. Here's two last examples. We have 5x to the fourth plus 3x minus the quantity 5x to the fourth plus 3x. I'm going to distribute this negative. So we have 5x to the fourth plus 3x, and then it's going to be minus 5x to the fourth minus 3x. My like terms are the same variable with the same exact exponent. So 5x to the fourth and minus 5x to the fourth are like terms. 3x and negative 3x are like terms. And if we combine 5x to the fourth minus 5x to the fourth, anything subtracted from itself is 0. So 0x to the fourth. 3x minus 3x is 0 x's, and 0 times anything is 0, plus 0 times anything is 0. Therefore, I subtracted everything away from itself, so my answer is 0. Our last example, 9t to the fourth plus 7t minus 5 times the quantity, 9t cubed minus 2t. Remember that we're going to distribute the negative 5 to each term inside. I'm sorry about that. And that's going to give us 9t to the fourth plus 7t. And then negative 5 times 9t cubed is negative 45t cubed. Negative 5 times negative 2t is a positive 10t. I'm looking for like terms. 9t to the fourth doesn't have any t to the fourths. My next one is negative 45t cubed. I'm looking for any other t raised to a third power. None there. And then I have positive 7t plus 10t. So I'm going to write the highest degree first. That's going to be 9t to the fourth. There was nothing to combine with it. The next highest degree would be that third power, and there's nothing to combine with it. But 7t plus 10t gives us 17t. So there's our final answer.